The rain had just started when Jungkook came home, his jacket damp at the shoulders, his expression sharp enough to slice through steel. Wine was curled up on the couch with a book, legs tucked under a blanket. She looked up the second he entered. Wine, you're home early, she said softly, setting her book aside. Jungkook, not early. I've got people coming, he muttered, tossing his jacket over a chair. Her brows raised as she asked, guests? The word was too innocent for the reality he lived in, but she always treated it that way, like he was hosting a dinner party instead of meeting with men who carried guns inside their tailored suits. Jungkook, yes, stay in your room when they arrive. He loosened his tie. His jaw was tense, teeth grinding. Wine swallowed. He always entered the house with a kiss and uplifts the environment. But she knew better. Every time he had guests, the atmosphere turned suffocating. Still, she wanted to help. She hesitated, then spoke quickly before he could cut her off. Fine. I could make something for them. Maybe it will ease the mood. That made him look at her. Really look. His dark eyes narrowed, a flicker of disbelief crossing his face. Jungkook, you don't cook? Wine. I can try, she said defensively, chin lifting just slightly. Wine. You said yourself, appearances matter. Maybe if they see me being normal, they will remember this is your home, not just business. Jungkook's jaw tightened again. For a moment, he looked like he wanted to shut her down, but then something in him faltered. She was trying to step into his dark world, even if she didn't belong there. He exhaled slowly, rubbing his temple. Jungkook, fine, but no need to get it complicated. Just something simple is fine. Wine's lips curved into a small, almost shy smile. Wine, cookies are simple, right? He gave a nod, already moving towards his office, but he stopped and turned back. She was looking at him with a smile. He immediately softened and came across to give her a kiss. Her eyes widened, but she quickly kissed him back. Jungkook, I'm sorry. I'm just a bit busy. I forgot to kiss you. She kissed on the cheek and said, it's okay. I still love you. He finally smiled. She made him smile, no matter what was going on. He patted her hair and left. He knew she was too pure to even come in front of those evil people. Yet, a part of him almost liked the idea, her lightness brushing against his darkness. If only he had known what kind of storm she was about to cause. The kitchen looked like a battlefield. Wine had flour on her cheeks, on her wrists, and a glowing determination in her eyes. She didn't know how to cook at all. She found an old recipe online, something simple enough. Flour, sugar, butter. Except she hadn't realized the jar she used wasn't sugar at all, but an unlabeled container that one of Jungkook's men had tucked into the pantry earlier that week. It was rat poison, crushed fine like powder, left over from a different kind of job. She danced and hummed to herself while cooking, believing that she was the best cook, never noticing the faintly bitter smell that came from the dough. By the time Jungkook's guests arrived, the air was already tense. A rival family, three men in pressed suits, their smiles too sharp to be polite. They took their seats in his office, speaking in riddles and veiled threat. You have been taking business in our territory, one of them said casually, swirling the whiskey Jungkook had poured. Jungkook's jaw clenched. Your territory exists because I allow it. His fingers itching for the gun at his side. He wanted to end it here, but the thought of wine in the next room paralyzed him. He knew the sound of gunfire would make her crumble. And worse, if shots rang out, the guards waiting outside would storm in, and blood would flood his home. Before his hand reached the gun, Wine appeared in the doorway, her shy smile not hiding her nerves. She set down a tray on the desk in front of them, the golden brown circles stacked neatly on porcelain. Wine. I thought maybe you would want something sweet. She noticed the eyes of the men completely on her. She just smiled and crawled back out of the room. The rivals chuckled. Your wife bakes for us? Now that's hospitality. Jungkook didn't touch them. His stomach was too tight with rage to even consider it. But the three men took one each, chewing as they continued to taunt him about his operations. So, are you going to step down from our territory? Or the first cough broke through, then another, then choking. One man clutched his throat, another knocked over his glass of whiskey as his body convulsed. Their faces flushed purple as Jungkook sat there, frozen for a beat. And then silence. Three lifeless bodies slumped across his desk, crumbs still at the corner of their lips. He blinked, unable to understand what's happening. Then he noticed a strange smell was coming ever since the cookies arrived. He held one of them and smelled it. Then he looked at the door where wine had disappeared. He laughed. A short, sharp, almost disbelieving laugh broke from his chest. He went outside the room immediately to see if she weren't eating anything, but she wasn't outside. He found her in their bedroom, wringing her hands nervously. As he entered, she immediately looked up. He took a deep sigh. Wine. Did they like them? She asked softly, eyes wide with hope. Jungkook didn't answer. He just crossed the room, grabbed her, and pulled her against him. His laughter was muffled in her hair as he kissed the top of her head, his grip almost bruising in its relief. Jungkook, you have no idea what you have just done, he murmured against her ear, voice thick with adrenaline. But Vine's face crumpled. They didn't like them, did they? I tried so hard. It was my favorite recipe, and I don't know if I got it right. She was about to cry before he broke the hug and looked at her while smiling. Jungkook, they liked it so much, they're dead thanking you. Her eyes widened with shine. What? Really? Are you not mad at me? Outside, the guards had been served the leftovers. Within minutes, the sound of bodies collapsing echoed faintly through the halls. And so, without touching a weapon, without firing a single shot, Wine had stopped a war. Jungkook smirked into her hair, hugging her tighter, his heart still pounding with victory. Jungkook, I love you, Wine. Then he kissed her on the lips. She was so happy because it was her first time trying the recipe she loved so much. She kissed him back.